Oh boy. Do I have a story for you. So this whole story happened late at night on a Tuesday. So I was driving through a neighborhood and I pulled over in front of some house. I was there for a while because put the directions in my phone, and then I was setting up my music. Then I was all ready to go, and so then I pulled away. But then I noticed in my rearview mirror, some guy had come out of the house that I had just been parked in front of, and he had a flashlight that he was shining around. I didn't drive away because I saw him. I just happened to start driving away right as he walked out to, I guess, come figure out what I was doing in front of his house. And so I keep driving down the street, but then I hit a dead end. So I gotta turn around and I drive back past the house that the guy came out of. So as I drive past this guy's house, he's shining the flashlight straight at me, to get a good view of my face, I guess. And I'm just slowly driving by should I slow down? I don't know. Even as I drove past him, I was like, maybe I should go back. But I kept driving, and I get to the highway to get to the town where I live. And the drive's going good, no problems, no anything. Then I get off the highway, start going up the street to my place. So I live in a townhome complex right now, and you're not allowed to park there at night unless you have a permit. So I park on the street outside of the complex. So I whoop around and park on the street, and then I realize that the car behind me had been following me, and the car pulled around behind me, shining its headlights at the back of my car. And he's not in a parking spot, he's in the middle of the street, so I know he's there for me. I'm sitting there looking, and the guy literally followed me for 15 minutes down the highway. I don't know how he caught up to me. He had no idea how long I was gonna be driving, and he followed me. I'm just saying, okay, it's about to go down. Turn my car off, I step out, I'm ready, for anything, fight for my life, whatever. And I step up in front of his car, and his headlights are shining still at me. I just stand there 5-10 feet away from his car, and I'm just looking at him. And I see that he's got his phone out and he's just holding it up, filming me. I'm like, what's up? What? So then I go up to start walking up to his passenger window. So maybe he'll roll down the window and we can talk or see what he wants. And as I'm approaching his window, he just zooms away a few feet. And so I start walking over to his car, and then he just spooks it down the street. And I'm just left standing there. I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. So I start walking back towards my place. But the story's not over. The guy comes back. I get to my front porch, and I can see the street from my porch. So I look back, I can see a pair of headlights on the street just parked there. And I'm like, this dude. I start going back to the street. Another car had been coming up the street towards this guy, so he had to go up this street to turn around at another intersection and come back down the street. And so while all that happened, I happened to reach the street where my car was parked. I hid behind this wall with a good view of my car and just waited to see what would happen. And so sure enough, the guy comes back down the street and parks kind of in the same spot behind my car, and he whips out his flashlight and he starts shining it at my car, at the license plate, and up at the windows of the houses near my car. He's expecting me to be in one of those windows peeking out at him. And I see he's got in his hand either a camera or his phone, because it had a big lens thing. So maybe it was a lens attachment for his phone, or maybe it was a camera with the lens. And I'm like, this guy is crazy. He's facing towards my car, but I'm kind of behind him towards his passenger side, behind the wall, looking over at him. He has no idea I'm right there. And so I vault over the wall, just walk up to his car. I'm standing right there by his car looking at him. He has no idea I'm right behind him. And I just knock 3 times on his window, and he whips his head around, sees that it's me, just slams on the gas to get the heck out of there. And he's just headed down the street towards the highway, and I'm just left there. And so I wait outside with my car for the next 2 hours to see if he'd come back, but he never did. Anyway, be careful out there, guys. I'm really wanting to commit to this YouTube thing and make some really good quality videos. So if you got an idea for a video or something you'd like to see, DM me on my Instagram. That's what I'm most active on. Okay, see ya!